How to solve any problem almost instantly. You've reached Success Hotline, message number 10,145. I'm Dr. Rob Gilbert. And I'd like you to imagine all your problems, all your personal problems, all your relationship problems, all your financial problems, all your business problems, all of them. They're like overwhelmed. Now, I'd like you to imagine something else. That right at this moment, you're experiencing a searing pain in the middle of your chest. It's radiating down your left arm. You feel nauseous. You're starting to sweat. You have every symptom of a heart attack. Your life is on the line. What happened to all the other problems? They vanished. See, the simple secret on how to solve any problem is to simply have a bigger problem. Once you have a bigger problem, all the other problems vanish. I know this has happened to you. You had all these little problems, and you had a big problem, and all of a sudden, the little problems vanished. So, every once in a while, I feel overwhelmed by problems. But I have a solution. I go to my bookcase, and I take out a book, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, and I don't read it. I've only read it once. I just carry it around with me. Because I know when I carry this book around, it gives me a message. See, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly is a memoir about a Frenchman named John-Dominique Bauby. It was published in 1997. And he was like the French Hugh Hefner, if you know the publisher of Playboy magazine. He was the publisher of the French edition of Elle magazine, and he was rich, he was famous, he had multiple relationships with women. He was a playboy, that's what I'm trying to get at. And one day, he's driving one of his fancy sports cars in the countryside of France, and he suffers a massive stroke. It's called locked-in syndrome. He couldn't move any part of his body, and he's put in a rehab facility. And after a while, one of the nurses noticed that he was blinking his left eye. He could move his left eyelid. And he was moving his left eyelid in a pattern, and they figured out a way to communicate. A certain number of blinks was a certain letter. And that's how he wrote his memoir, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. He wrote his memoir, he wrote his book by blinking his left eye 225,000 times. Now, the reason I carry around that book is, in this lifetime, I will never have to do anything that difficult. Every once in a while, I'm getting overwhelmed by my writing, and then I just get the book out. I said, what I have to do is simple. I have spell check. This guy had a re-blink. I don't know how he corrected things. He had a much bigger problem than me. And he got through it. So if he got through what he had to get through, I could get through what I had to get through. So, then the book is published in 1997. And the first day it sells 15,000 copies. The first week it sells 150,000 copies. It becomes an instant bestseller. Was he happy? He died the day it was published. What a tragedy. So, I have my fingertips. I have my computer. Anything I have to do writing-wise is easy compared to John-Dominique Bauby. Do I have any problems? Yes. Do I know the solution? Yes. Simply have a bigger problem. Or to empathize with a person who does. Thank you for listening.